Oh, wow, we got some breaking news. Ahead of the Canelo payday, you want payday, I know that, versus Charlo fight. Charlo essentially is being stripped right after they announced the fight. Find out more in this video. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. And I'm back with the breaking news. So it just came out. The WBO has stated they are going to allow Jermell Charlo to be announced as the undisputed champion for as long as the announcement lasts. I will read to you what they had to say. Quote, after Jermell Charlo enters the ring on September 30th, 2023, and is officially introduced as the WBO Junior Middleweight Champion of the World, his status and recognition as the WBO champion is terminated. What are you guys doing? I said Charlo is terminated. Wow. The WBO continues. After Charlo's WBO champion status and recognition is terminated pursuant to above-mentioned Section C, this resolution, Tim Tszyu will be automatically elevated from the interim champion to full champion status. Breaking news. In addition, the WBO has stated that if for some reason that Canelo and Charlo doesn't happen on September 30th, the same thing will, I guess, apply on that date. So let's say Charlo got injured and pulled out of the Canelo fight. Canelo gets injured and pulled out of the fight. For not fighting Tim Tszyu, the WBO says it's gesundheit for Charlo being undisputed because they are, in fact, removing his belt. So basically, Charlo made the decision to fight Canelo. Payday. Hey, get the out of it. And as a result of that, he's basically no longer undisputed. Now, Ego thoughts. This is one of the major problems that I had with this fight. And if you look at my channel, I haven't made too many videos about the fight because from the moment it was announced, I really didn't know how to feel. The whole world of boxing really thought it was going to be Jermell Charlo, Big Charlo, who was stepping up to fight Canelo Alvarez. All the reports and all the information that was out suggested that. But then Canelo announced it publicly when he did, and he said he's fighting Jermell Charlo, undisputed versus undisputed, who had recently called him out.
I mean, like, for real, let me show y'all what it is. Why y'all don't make Canelo versus Charlo? Y'all talking about? Somebody put that together. Little Charlo will fight anybody. I ain't never done no smoke. Yeah. Undisputed versus undisputed. That could be a big thing in boxing.
So you just heard the clip from Jermell Charlo. This was after the John Ryder performance. Canelo had broke John Ryder's nose in Mexico, where he's from, in Mexico, and he couldn't stop him. Charlo, went to his Instagram Live, pretty much called out Canelo, said he can't beat me with that type of ish and that type of performance. Undisputed versus undisputed could be a thing, lines only, And then Canelo seen that, and he's like, all right, payday. And he decided to bring a guy up in weight class to fight him, and took him at his word, met him at his word, which surprised a lot of people, again, who thought Big Charlo, Jermell Charlo at 160 was going to be the potential rival. So with that being said, like I said, this is one of the major problems that I kind of had with the fight. I'm not a big fan, just me personally. It's a big fight for boxing. It's an intriguing fight, but in general, I'm not a big fan and proponent of people moving up 2 weight classes and all that type of stuff. Jermell has to move up 14 pounds. I really would have preferred David Benavidez or David Morrell. Even a Bivol rematch, some people wanted to see, given how Canelo failed the Bivol test and lost to him. But, boxing is a business. Canelo did deal with PBC, made a big fight, but it's just a disparity and variance in weight. So this was one of the things that I feared would happen. It becomes extremely hard to hold on to your belts, all that work, all that hardship to go the path that Jermell Charlo went to become undisputed, even taking a dangerous Castano fight after he beat Texeria, and then having some struggles in that fight, fighting to a draw. Some people even said they thought Castano, even Canelo said he thought Castano won, and then coming back and knocking out Castano And then now he can't remain undisputed, but Canelo can because Canelo's fighting at his weight division where he is undisputed, 168. So I figured something like this would happen. It becomes hard to carry those belts. Like, no shade to Terrence Crawford, but the same thing goes for him. Crawford wasn't able to get the big names when he was with Top Rank. All he had to do was fight one guy, Errol Spence, who had all of the belts, and he styled on him and won that particular fight. So now he's 2X undisputed. But Errol Spence was the one that had the harder path, had to collect the belts one by one. Crawford did the smart business when he became a free agent, and they made the fight. Crawford got what he demanded, had to fight one guy, and then he collects all the belts. Charlo didn't have that type of luxury where, like, let's say Brian Castano had 3 belts and Charlo had 1, and then all Charlo has to do is fight and beat Castano, and now he's undisputed. But hey, it is what it is in boxing. Now Charlo will basically immediately be stripped right after they announce his name and Tim Tszyu gets elevated. So Charlo, I wanted to see the Tim Tszyu fight, but Tim Tszyu, he wants the fight, couldn't get it. I understand it from all sides. Tim Tszyu, he wants the fight. He said he wanted the Charlo fight, thinking he's going to get it. The world thought he was going to get it. But I also understand Jermell Charlo's standpoint of, like, you've been calling out Canelo. You and your brother couldn't get Canelo. It's a bigger bag than fighting Tim Tszyu. And it's worth more to beat Canelo than it would be to beat Tim Tszyu, despite the odds and 14 pounds moving up in weight. So, he made a business decision to try to take the taller task. I don't think he ducked Tim Tszyu, because why would you duck thing A for thing B, and thing B is perceived as harder? That's like ducking chlamydia to get herpes or something that's permanent. Like, it just doesn't make sense. So I don't think Charlo ducked, but it sucks to see that the sanctioning bodies are going to immediately strip him. And then you look at a different sanctioning body, the WBC. Devin Haney's moving up to 140, likely to challenge Regis Prograis, and they're finalizing the deal, or trying to. And Devin Haney and his side petitioned to the WBC. They're going to let him keep his WBC belt, where he's undisputed in the previous division, despite moving up to fight at 140. But for some reason, I guess they're saying because we already called the Tim Tszyu fight is too late. You know what I'm saying? You fight Tim Tszyu or you get stripped. And basically, essentially, that's what's happening. Breaking news, let me know what you guys think of this. So technically, it's undisputed, but then again, it's not really undisputed because of they're going to strip him right after they announce the fighters. So the thing I don't really like about that is Terrence Crawford, he just became 2X undisputed. A lot of people seen him. He went at Charlo in the crowd, and a lot of people wanted to see that fight with him and Charlo. And if Crawford were able to beat Charlo at 54, then he would be 3X undisputed. But now if Charlo loses his belt, even if he fights Canelo, one, he can lose that fight. That's a fight that Canelo's going to be the favorite, so he can lose at a higher weight class. So can he even move back down safely to 154 and be the same fighter he was before bulking up for Canelo? That's one issue. But even if he beats Canelo, can he still safely come back down to 154? Or if he loses a close, controversial fight, can he make 154? And even if he does, he's not going to have that WBO belt. So a fight with like a Crawford's not going to be able to fight Charlo for all the belts. And a lot of people want to see Crawford try to go for 3X undisputed. So this fight with Canelo and the decision made, the business decision made to make Canelo Charlo has kind of complicated things all across the board. Let me know how I did in this video. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Best in the business. I'm out. Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxingego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new, interactive, and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter. color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description, customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.